did you preview the disc and pick this song out?
I did. I like this song. And then we wanted to end with Green Chimneys, right? You wanted to play
some
that
of those
one?
other songs haven't been aired yet. Summer Night got played today. I don't know, play whatever you want. What song do you want them to play? Green Chimneys?
Anything. Pick anything.
I'm gonna, in the middle, I'm going to play something
let
from
them play
Mikan's
whatever they
tune.
want.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to do a little preview. We'll do a little excerpt from Mikan's tune.
All right. Yeah, and then Green Chimneys at the end. That's good, right? This is where I live, man. This
I know.
is my home. This is
I know, I hear you. I listen.
I never know if you're hearing me.
Did they pay you here? Did they? They
Not
don't?
much, not much.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah. Mike's not on.
Jazz 88.3 in the new Jazz Thing. Music there from Lower Left and their new disc, Just Sayin'. And joining us live in studio this evening is Barry Farrar and Mikan Vlatkovich from Lower Left. Thanks for coming on and hanging out with the new Jazz Thing.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Vince.
So, Barry, let's tell us a little bit about Lower Left. Where this is a new band for you guys, and how'd you guys get together?
Well, in a sense, it's a new band. We got a new name, and we did a project under this name, but we've been playing together for 10 years maybe, or probably even longer, with off and on.
Yeah,
right?
probably longer. A little bit longer, probably about 12 or something years. Since I moved to San Diego, 97, right?
I think so. And he just asked the question how we got together. If you remember, I remember the first gig where we met.
Uh-huh.
Your buddy Joe Murillo brought us together.
Yes, Joe, the Godfather.
Well, tell us about that. Were
Go
you
ahead,
guys?
It was a wedding. I remember it was a wedding in Point Loma.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
whose wedding?
Oh, I don't know. We were hired help.
So you guys have been playing together. So the band is Mikan on piano, you on drums, and your bassist who just couldn't make it tonight. Huh?
Guillermo, we call him. That's Bill Andrews, and I actually call him like the chameleon of the bass, because he can step into any situation and just kind of assume the role, whatever's needed.
Is Mr. Guillermo.
Mr.
Guillermo, it's important.
So then Lower Left sounds somewhat kind of like French or Left Bank, or tell us where Lower Left.
Actually, it does kind of make you think. What are we talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking
about? Take a look at the United States. San Diego is the lower left corner.
That's if you're facing the United States. What if you're facing? What if you're facing the rest of the world?
We are. We're facing the rest of the world, believe me.
So maybe next time you'll change the name of the band to Lower Right.
Lower, that's right.
Well, it's funny you say that, because people they tend to think politics and try to bring that into it, which that was not really what I was thinking about. But I've had a couple of, let's say, Republican types say, "What are you talking about, lower left?"
Well, let's not go. Let's not go there. So you guys have been playing together a long time, so there's a lot of simpatico between you. How did you guys pick the tunes out from the new disc, Just Sayin'? It's a mix of, it's mostly covers of some of the more famous tunes like Chelsea Bridge. We were just listening to Thelonious's Think of One. There's Desafinado and more. There's an original, and we're going to hear a little bit from that in just a second. But how'd you guys go about? Are these tunes you guys have played together a lot?
If I remember correctly, I think we picked most of them in the studio, right?
Mm-hmm.
We decided what to play in the studio. Most of them were first take.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them were first take.
So they were already.
Am I right, Barry? Or
yeah, first or second, but I agree with the spontaneity of how we picked the tunes. We had gone and planned a session, and we were going to record, and it wasn't really.
That's right.
It wasn't really going
just
to
very
be a
boisterous.
record date. It was going to be a recording and see what comes of it, and I think everybody had a little input on tune choice, and a couple other things were really spontaneous, where we had kind of run out of tunes, and especially Nostalgia in Times Square, that one really just kind of flew out of the sky. We were like kind of tired, took a little break, and we're thinking, hey, what else can we do? And
how are we gonna do it?
yeah, and all of a sudden that tune came to mind, and I just had this idea. I go, let me just throw this funk groove on this, really slow, and I think that's one of the more magical tunes on it. I really like the way it came out.
So both of you guys play in lots of different bands around town. So what is it that makes this trio special than, you know, some of the other ones that you're playing in? Not, you know, it doesn't mean that the other artists that you play with are, you know, slouches or anything, but how did this, you know, why this trio for a record?
Well, we do that because we don't have only bebop to play or swing or no specific style. We just pick the song at the moment and we just play it and we arrange it as we play, I would say. I prefer it that way.
Right, so you guys, the three of you work together that way pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say, you know, a lot of improvisation.
Right,
that's
know,
right.
It's not really planned out.
No.
And I mean, I think that's part of the beauty, kind of old school jazz kind of feeling. And I don't know, I think it's a special trio, at least from my perspective. It makes me, I think some of my best playing comes when I'm playing with these guys.
So Barry, are you guys playing around town? Do we have like a CD release party? I think you guys have already done one.
Yeah, we had a small one about a week ago, and it was very well attended, and which leads us to the idea that we better have some more because they turn people away. We were up at Andiamo Ristorante up in Cerasana, which is a really nice gourmet Italian place. And we've played jazz there for years, probably got 8 years or so, and we had a CD release party, and it was kind of like friends and neighbors. It wasn't so much the jazz community that much, it was more of a kind of a neighborhood thing, and we've got other places in mind where we're going to do some other ones, and we're talking to people about that now. We don't have the date set yet, but we're playing Andiamo again this Saturday, the 10th at 5:30, dinner jazz show out on the patio. And we got a cool gig that just popped into our lap. Mike and Holly asked us to sub for them at Croce's one night in September on the 17th, so that's kind of fun too. I haven't played there in a long time.
Excellent. Well, Mikan, let's hear another tune from this, and this is the I guess the only original on the disc, and it's your composition. This is for Horace. So tell us a little bit about this before we play some of it.
Well, I think I wrote this when I was in New York in probably 1993 or 94. And originally was, I wrote it for quintet, trumpet, tenor, and the trio. But we just, I played this so many different ways. I think I like a combination of funk, fusion type, and a little bit of, you know, straight ahead, you know. So we played it many different ways.
So I'm assuming then the Horace is Horace Silver?
It's Horace Silver, that's right.
There's Horace Parlin. And
yeah, that's right.
There's probably a few other Horaces around.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're chatting with members of Lower Left, Barry Farrar and Mikan Vlatkovich, and we're going to be listening to a tune right here. This is for Horace. On the new jazz thing, Jazz 88.3.
You know how I had to think about that when did I write this song, because one of those forms there I had to fill in. When was this song? When did you record? When did you write the song?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! I started thinking. I lost the track. You know.
Yeah.
I don't keep good. You know.
I don't.
I'm horrible with that. You know.
Well, you should have seen the stuff I had to fill out for shipping these CDs across each other. Well, you know, you probably ship stuff. I had to sign all kinds of weird papers. It took me 3 hours at the post office to do the mailing today.
They should give you a break because you have a large quantity.
They didn't give me a break. It was like $330 in shipping fees. I like this intro. You've never done this one again.
I've recorded it and I stopped and I never heard it again.
Yeah. Did you go to the thing Saturday night? Did you see Alfonso was on?
No, I was playing. I've heard it was good. It was good, but he was very. He said they were beaten up. Everybody were loud, except at one point Hamilton brought it down, and it relaxed, but then went back. Even it's not so loud, but it's just like it's always, you know.
Sometimes I have that problem too.
Yeah, well, you know, I play with Azar, you know, many times, and you know.
Well, that's why those guys are together. Alphonse plays like that. He has a 15-inch bass drum, smaller than the one I have.
I heard he gained weight quite a bit, you know. So is Azar.
I saw pictures.
We were at Spazio's a while ago. Last time I saw was John B., Rob Penland, and what's his face?
I saw a picture, Jamie and Alphonse Mouzon, looking real cozy.
Oh, he's that's a fake. They had the same. I saw the picture. It's the same one at Ontology. Same shit. You know.
Oh, that's a
fake shit.
It's not fake.
He had a cancer. I think it was mental cancer. Yeah.
All right, dude. We're coming back.
Okay.
Just be sure to lean into the mic when you
Okay. I can yell if you want.
Jazz 88 and the new jazz thing. That's the tune This Is For Horace from the band Lower Left and their new disc Just Saying. Sitting in with us here on the new jazz thing is Barry Farrar and Mikan Vlatkovich. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys.
Thanks, Vince.
Hey, thanks for having us, Vince.
Oh,
Yeah, we tried last week, but new car from hell.
yeah, that's a whole thing how that happens. I wanted to let folks know also that we're going to be giving away a copy of Just Saying that has been given to us by the band members in just a few minutes as we close things out. So be ready there, hang on with us, and you get a chance to win a copy of the new disc Just Saying. So. This is, we were just kind of talking off mic a little bit about the challenges that independent artists face nowadays trying to put out a record and all the things that are involved in that. And that is a big challenge for independent artists to put out a disc like this. So what are some of the hurdles that you have to get over to do it? It's not just the recording
Vince,
session.
I don't even want to go there. I'm trying to have fun and relax. It's been very stressful.
Tell the truth,
Can I just tell you that?
Right, you have to do all your own distribution, hours at the post office, those kind of things.
Well, you know, we're on Sunstone Records, and they do a fair amount of the work, but I'm just not used to it. I'm used to playing the drums. The music is what I'm more about, and some of the stuff we've had to do, like online technical, different kinds of files and all these different things for the album cover, and then, there's just so many things. It's really draining. So
Yes, it is.
But now you've got it out, and I actually saw that you have it out available in digital format too, and on CD Baby. Tell us a little bit about where folks can pick up the disc.
Well, it's available in a number of places. First of all, we're doing CD releases around town, and we're doing one this Saturday, another one at Andiamo for those that got turned away at 5:30. That's the 10th up in Tierra Santa. But it's also online, as you mentioned. It's on CD Baby, and it's on iTunes, it's on Amazon, and you can always go to my website, barryfarrarmusic.com, and the album is right there. It pops right up, and if you just punch on the album cover, it goes right to iTunes. So real easy to get.
Excellent. So then what are your plans for the band? We've talked a little bit about some CD release things and then a gig or two that you're getting, but do you guys have plans to kind of continue this trio and do some more work on it?
Yeah, we do. I would say that we are going to play everywhere to promote it, and I don't know how much of that is going to be the same, because it was all improvised and it's on the spot, so I don't know what kind of songs we're going to play, Barry. What do you think? Huh?
Hey, it's a new adventure every time we go sit down and play as a trio. Sometimes we get pretty close. I was, the Jazz Live we did a couple weeks ago with the All-Stars. I've been listening to that disc, and I'm going to get you one, by the way. There's some nice things, nuances that are similar to the recording that we did when we played here, like for instance the trio tune, Summer Night. And but it's taken to a different spot, but it still has some similar things.
Yeah, well, it changes all the time. That's the point, isn't it?
That is the point. So as I kind of said earlier, both of you guys play elsewhere. Can you give us just a quick sample, Mikan? Tell us who else you play with and where folks can see you playing piano outside of Lower Left.
Well, it depends. It changes all the time. I'm mostly at Eddie V's in La Jolla. Every other Tuesday and every other Saturday or something like that. And I don't know what else. Offhand, I don't know. I don't know.
You
This
don't
guy's
know.
humble, okay, listen, Mikan is playing with everybody just about, okay? He's at the U.S. Grant one night.
You got me
he's
right.
at V's, he's at Dizzy's all the time.
Oh,
Played
that's
with
right.
Peter and Peter
That's
Sprague the other night. And Brian Levy, and Mikan is in demand, okay? He probably is not gonna come out and say it, but he's playing with a lot of people, and I do a lot of things too. I have another band, an R&B kind of reggae thing with Blue Rocket and classic rock. I work a lot with that band, but also doing things with some vocalists here and there. And the Jazz 88 All-Stars are still alive and well. We're still doing gigs as well, so.
Yeah, and then folks can hear you also here on the radio here at Jazz 88. Tell folks a little bit about your show on Jazz 88.
Well, my drummer's show, it's been going forever. I'm hoping people out there listening know about it. It's Thursdays at 8. It's the Drums of Jazz, called Percussive Profiles, and we feature a different drummer each week, depending on new releases, birthdays, or local appearances. You know, so and once in a while I kind of vary into a different field as far as who's, you know, maybe not in town or anything, but somebody I just want to feature. But it's a labor of love, you know. I love doing it, and I've got to know so many great drummers through this program. I mean, I talk to Roy Haynes every 2 weeks, whether we're on the air or not.
And I just saw popped up on the Jazz 88 Speakeasy an interview you just did this last week, right? With
yeah, Alphonse Mouzon was just in town with the tribute to Coltrane that Gilbert Castellanos put together, Azar Lawrence and Joshua White and Hamilton Price on bass. And I was working that night, and I had plans to go to it, but I got a gig, and I missed it, and I heard it was really a wonderful night. I would have loved to have been there. But yeah, Alphonse, I've interviewed him a number of times. He's a very interesting character, to say the least. And yeah, it's posted, I guess.
Yeah, it's posted, so folks can
there's a
check
lot of
it
them
out.
posted. I mean, I got Lenny White on there. I got
That's
Cindy
on your,
Blackman.
Yeah, that's on your Jazz 88 page,
Right.
jazz88.org.
And Roy Haynes and Lewis Hayes. Mikan played with Lewis Hayes when he came here.
Right on. Well, guys, we're going to end things this evening with music from Green Chimneys. Tell folks music from your new disc, Just Saying. We're going to hear Green Chimneys, Monk's Tune. Remind folks one more time where you're going to be playing this weekend.
At Andiamo at 5:30 at Andiamo in Tierra Santa, and I'm not sure where else it's coming up. Well, this is our first.
Right. So, and folks can pick up the new CD there.
Sure.
Excellent.
Yeah, the new CD will be there at all of our events. And coming up in September, we're going to be at Croce's too on a Tuesday, on the 17th.
Excellent. Well, this is one of 2 Monk discs, tunes on the disc. Why Green Chimneys?
You brought that one.
I don't know. I like the song. You know, I like it.
I do too.
The sound and everything, and it's happening. I mean, every time it's different. So you know, I love what we did.
Well, guys, Barry and Mikan, I really appreciate you guys coming down, and best of luck with the new disc from Lower Left called Just Say It. Thanks.
Thank you.
And this is Green Chimneys on the new jazz thing, Jazz 88.3.
I really do like the song, by the way. Everyone